Yo guys, what is up? Moxsy Diablo 4 video, and today we're going over what I believe to be the best build for the Abattoir of Zir on Druid. Now, before we get into the video, I do want to apologize. I'm currently at my dad's house for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. So we're on like a mobile setup on a laptop with a mobile microphone in a bedroom. So not the greatest, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys because I got some really cool stuff to talk about today. So in prepping for the Abattoir of Zir, which is this upcoming event that's going to be really hard and require the absolute best builds, I wasn't sure what I wanted to bring in on Druid. I was looking at Tornado. Tornado looked really promising. Stormclaw looked really promising. Pulverize looks really promising. However, I think all of those builds are going to kind of hit a wall. Currently, Abattoir of Zir, as it's been said, is like not designed to be able to be beaten by any of the builds in the game currently. However, there is one sleeper build that I don't think is getting talked about at all that is going to be not only the best Druid build, in my opinion, for the Abattoir, but it could be the best build in the entire game for any character. Honestly, before I started looking into this, I was thinking that Druid was going to be the worst character for this. Barbs have the Hoda builds hitting billions. Sorks have Ball Lightning. Necromancers have Infinimus, where they just can't die and do millions. And then Rogues got broken combo things with like Rapid Fire and Twisting Blades. And I just didn't know how Druid was going to compete up until this. And today we're going to be talking about what I believe to be the best Druid build for the Abattoir, which is Poison Shred. So I think builds like Pulverize, builds like Tornado, Stormclaw are all going to be reliable and trusted builds to walk into Abattoir and start leveling up this new glyph. However, I think even if you start on those builds, you're probably going to want to swap over to a Poison Shred build because of this new glyph. Now, I'm on max roll, which you can like mess around with this glyph if you want to like go and see what you can do with it. But when we socket in this new glyph, the Tears of the Blood glyph, for every 5 core stats purchased within range. Right now, we're getting at max level 200, we're getting 81x multiplier increased damage. And right now, I've got this in the Heightened Malice board, where when we grab all of these core stat nodes, it doesn't need to be like the Druid core stats, just any core stat, aka like Dex, Intelligence, Strength, anything. We're going to be getting that damage multiplier. And then right now, at this glyph, Tears of the Blood, how I've got it socketed, is giving us 4,000% increased damage as a multiplier. This is a multiplicative thing, and it's 4,000% increased damage. We've never seen anything like this. And obviously, all builds are going to benefit from this. Hoda Barb, Ball Lightning Sork, everything is going to benefit from this. But all of these builds are going to benefit from this multiplier once. That's the kicker. Poison Shred Druid, unless I'm mistaken, you can tell me in the comments if there's another build that's double dipping. Poison Shred Druid, I think, is the only build in the game that's currently still double dipping. Hoda Barb used to double dip, that got removed. Poison Shred with Blurred Beast aspect is still double dipping all damage dealt multipliers, meaning that before the build was doing millions and millions of damage with like the Godslayer and Tibalt's Will giving us 40% multipliers and 60% multipliers. This is a 4,000% multiplier, and we're going to get it twice. We're going to get it when we're applying poison. The Shred and the Blurred Beast are going to be getting it, and then getting it again on the Explosion. And then when we're proccing all of this damage and we've got Toxic Claws, we're going to get poison based off of this double dipped multiplier, which we can then shred back onto enemies. And I think Shred is going to be hitting in the billions of damage without question. I think we're going to be hitting more damage on Poison, like Blurred Beast Shred, than we were hitting back in Season 0 when things were broken and we were doing 2 billion shreds. I think we're going to blow that out of the water. And I think Poison Shred Druid is going to be the best build in the game to really abuse this glyph because of its double dip. We're going to be getting this multiplier twice, where most other builds in the game are only going to be getting this multiplier once. And that's the reason I think Poison Shred is going to be really good. If Abattoir of Zir is going to be scaling levels, enemy levels, higher than we've ever seen before, and we need astronomical amounts of damage in order to kill enemies efficiently, there isn't going to be a build in the game that takes better use of this ridiculous damage multiplier than Poison Shred. Now, I do have my Poison Explosion Druid build that I posted a few weeks ago, and if you're looking for like more information on how Blurred Beast and Poison Scaling works, I've got a video on that. I do have a video specifically talking about double dips on Shred that I posted like 2 seasons ago, and so there's a lot to learn about Blurred Beast. However, the Poison Explosion build that is like posted right now, I do have some work that I want to do on it. Right now, while I'm at my like mobile setup, I'm not going to be able to really fine tune it, but once I get back from my like trip, I will be working on Poison Explosion and setting it up to be Abattoir of Zir ready, to have the Paragon ready for this glyph, because I really think that once this build gets online, it's going to be really strong. Obviously, Pulverize, Tornado, Stormclaw are all going to be great to start in Abattoir of Zir, but I think Poison Shred's going to be the build that's going to be able to take it the furthest, because of the like ridiculous amount of damage that it's going to be able to do. And so yeah, that's kind of it for the video. I just wanted to talk about this. If you're got some free time over the weekend or trying to prep for this event that's going to be happening, I think start trying to collect those max rolled Blurred Beast aspects, those shred aspects, and I will have my updated guide using this Tears of the Blood glyph, and kind of a planner revolving around that. I just don't have that right now, but I did want to talk about why this build is going to possibly be, once again, this is a prediction, but possibly be so freaking good for Abattoir of Zir. Guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Peace.